Hi, I'm Bobby Williams, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Pierce Manufacturing, and we're excited to give you a preview of what you can expect to see at FDIC in Indianapolis, Indiana, here in the first week of April. This year's theme is about more. We get to unveil a new project to you that gives you more options and more value than ever before. If you come to our booth at Lucas Oil Stadium, you'll see more trucks than we've ever shown before. And third, we give you more opportunities to support the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation through a giveaway on Friday and Saturday. Now, to get us started, we've asked Chief Mitchell from the Port Washington, Wisconsin area to give us a preview of his fire truck. We'll see you in Indianapolis.
I'm Mark Mitchell, the Fire Chief in Port Washington, Wisconsin, and today we're going to take a walk around our new Pierce Heavy Rescue vehicle. We chose the Pierce Aero XT chassis for a number of reasons. One, our previous two trucks were older dash style, and with the new Dash CF, we couldn't do a walkthrough from the cab into the body. Our previous trucks never had winches before, and there are several times where we had the opportunity to need a winch and we didn't have it. So this particular vehicle, we spec'd out the 15,000 pound Warren winch, had it recessed into the front bumper. Going into the cab itself, we operate with 6-man crews, and obviously the driver and the officer up front. Our previous apparatus had a seating arrangement for people in the middle, and we never had the seats facing one another, the SCBA seats. We had to do that because of the walk-through capability. We lost the two seats in the middle, so we extended the cab and provide the outboard positions with the SCBA seats, still giving the firefighters enough leg room while they're facing one another. Some of the features, we've got our light boxes mounted up on the top of the raised roof. We've got some other flashlights mounted on the doghouse, and our portable radios will go in the charger that's also mounted on the doghouse. As we go down the side of the truck, we mentioned the higher than normal compartment in the front of the rescue body. We have our cord. We have 4 electric cord reels powered off a 35 kW Onan PTO generator. This just gives us a room to have the cord reels above everything and still have the use of the slide out tool boards. This compartment is going to be loaded with all sorts of tools and everything. We've got the traditional type toolbox. We've got a larger slide out drawer for tools, compartments for fire extinguishers. The unit's equipped with a 4-bottle, 6,000 PSI air cascade system. 2 of the bottles are on this side of the front or the rear tires, and we have 2 in the back compartment. Little giant ladder, and this is an air reel for air tools. Our previous vehicle never had an air cascade system. We just had extra SCBA bottles and had to run them back to the fire station to fill. So this is going to be a nice addition to our way we function on the fire ground. It's got the space saver, self-enclosed filling station that can fill 2 bottles at the same time. We have a very active dive rescue team being on Lake Michigan, and this also has the capability of filling the scuba diving tanks as well as the SCBA tanks. And the previous compartment had spots for airbags, so these 3 compartments are kind of like the air side of the vehicle, compressed air side, with the air tools, the storage for the air bottles, and then the filling station. The vehicle that we were replacing only had access from the outside to get in. This vehicle has access from both the cab and the outside. And the previous vehicle only had a 2-door international conventional cab which meant we can only have 2 people riding front to back, and everybody else rode in bench seats. We wanted to get away from people riding in the back, so anybody in this vehicle will ride to the scene in the cab, and the back will be set up for donning suits or whatever. As I mentioned, we do have a very active dive rescue team, and when we get inside the vehicle, you see why this compartment is the way it is. We'll just pegboard here for hanging different types of ropes or cords. Plenty of storage space in these poly boxes. The side of the vehicle will be basically set up for vehicle rescue. We'll have cribbing in this compartment. This compartment will have the onboard hydraulic rescue tools. Both cutters and spreaders will be mounted on this tilt-down compartment with a power unit here and other equipment there. We've got a underbody storage drawer on each side that we'll be using for long handle tools, Stokes basket, ice rescue equipment, and some Paratech shoring strut type tools. As I mentioned, we replaced a vehicle that was a walk-in style. This is quite a bit larger on the inside than our previous unit. When we were outside and on the officer side rear compartment, it wasn't as deep as the other compartments. That's because of the feature on the inside we have here. And this is, our dive rescue team will have their scuba tanks mounted here so they'll be able to don them quickly. It's got the netting here to, even though they'll be mounted in brackets, to keep it from any of the equipment from falling away. Nice deep area. One thing about working with Pierce is you can always brainstorm with them and find void areas that can be turned into compartments, and this is something we caught during the construction process. It was just an area that was probably going to be boxed in, and we saw that it was possible to put a little compartment here. Has plenty of compartment space on both sides to house things that are more sensitive to the weather conditions, different types of suits, ice rescue suits, dive rescue suits, rope bags. We'll have room in here for mass casualty supplies. It's got the work area here with some storage for some office supplies and books or any type of reference materials we may need. A nice refrigerator. We carry a lot of bottled water, so we'll have lots of nice cold water for rehab purposes. As I mentioned, everybody in this vehicle is going to be riding in the cab, but we did have the bench site type seat for people when they don their different suits, either the ice rescue or the dive rescue suits. And underneath we have some ladders, and there'll be storage for pipe poles that will go out the back door. Thanks again for taking a tour of our new Pierce Heavy Rescue. If you'd like to see more of this apparatus, it'll be on display at the Pierce booth at the FDIC in Indianapolis in early April.